Hello, my name is Lee Trawick. I'm president of Trawick Financial Services, Columbia, South Carolina. Trawick Financial is a life and annuity IMO that's been in business since 1992. I started with Equitable in 1978. I'm here today to share with you one of the most exciting innovations in the life insurance business I've seen in a long time. To put it simply, are you selling the old kind of life insurance or the new kind of life insurance? I'd like to ask you to take a few minutes to view a video from Fox News about a new potential cure for cancer. I'll be back at the end of the video and explain how all this ties together and why I'm so excited about the opportunities that lie ahead.
Welcome back to Sunday House Call. And you know, when there is a potential game changer in the fight against cancer, this is where you're going to hear it. Turns out it could be just around the corner. Dr. Siegel, could our own bodies be the key to treating cancer?
That's exactly right, Jamie. Now, the reason this may be a game changer is, first of all, traditional chemotherapy gives a lot of side effects. You try to poison the cancer with either radiation or chemo, but you end up poisoning the body, too. That's why your hair falls out. That's why you feel so sick. But we're using immune therapies now where we convince the body to fight the cancer like it's a foreign invader, like it's an infection. And what I like about this vaccine, DC-Vax, is for the first time they take the whole tumor out of the body and they use all the proteins on the tumor to trigger your immune system through something called a dendritic cell. And the early results are very, very promising. In brain cancer, which is fatal approximately 15 months, in brain cancer, they've got it now, people living up to 3 years. Let's take a look.
Ultimately, we would like to find a cure for this and many other types of cancers. But right now, this seems to be our best weapon to make this a more chronic disease that you can live with this tumor and not die from it.
I think that vaccine has been life-changing for me. What you see before you is what you get. My energy level is at an all-time high, so I have nothing negative to say anything about this. That I think that with this vaccine and with the proper nutrition, I think that a lot of positive things could happen.
I'm living the wave of the future, which is using the body and its own mechanisms to defeat cancer rather than having to take a club to it from the outside through all the traditional measures.
That patient we just saw, Dan Garay, actually had thyroid cancer treated with this vaccine, widespread thyroid cancer. He's in total remission. He said, and he compared it to his treatment for colon cancer, which he had with traditional treatments, said no comparison because no side effects with the vaccine. Now, to answer, Eric, your question, you're going to ask me now, when is it going to be available?
What do I say to my doctor?
When do I say to my doctor? When is it going to be available? It's in phase 3 trials in 48 centers across the country.
And what does that mean?
That means it's in the final stages of trial before approval. Now, if I come on TV today and tell you when that's going to be, the FDA won't like it. I don't know when it's going to be approved.
Is it fast-tracked?
It's fast-tracked, but we still don't know whether we're talking months or a couple of years, but it's something in the near future. This vaccine follows from other cancer vaccines that targeted specific proteins. This does a smorgasbord, and it looks like it's more effective.
And you talk about those centers where it's on trials. Can you get into that trial now if you're a patient, or how does that work?
A lot of people are asking me that over the last few days, and I'm sending them over to the manufacturer, Northwest Biotherapeutics.
Say it again?
Northwest Biotherapeutics, to see if they
Perhaps on the website or on the National Institutes of Health, National Cancer Institute, you can get more information.
Absolutely. It's in
Mark,
trials.
is this an allogenic autologous or allogenic vaccine?
It's an allogenic autologous. In other words, you use your own cells.
Right. So
you use your own tumor.
Right.
And
So basically, the patient has the cancer. Right. Then they remove the tumor from his or hers own tumor cells. Exactly. Then they create a vaccine. It's not a vaccine coming from other tumor donors.
By the way, I should add that only takes 8 days. That process takes 8 days. It costs $100,000 for 3 years, and you have enough to treat you for 3 or 4 years.
I think that's the. There's 5 vaccine trials going on right now. DNA, the dendritic style of vaccinations, antigenic vaccines, all going forward. And I think that the key for any vaccine therapy is that it has to have a broad production, if you will, so that the cost comes down. Because right now, with these individual kind of vaccines for your own particular cancer, they're so expensive that in order to get effectiveness in the masses and reduce the rates of breast cancer and things like that, this is, I think, is going to be the challenge
Sure,
moving
you need to
forward.
be able to produce it. It's not a
You're
shelf item. You
And
get it
right
at the
now,
pharmacy.
these are individual vaccines
That's a good
from your
point.
own DNA. You know, are we going to get to the point that we're going to have this?
Nevertheless, it's in advance.
Well, this is $100,000 for 3 years, which is actually cheap by these things. But the question is, will insurance cover this if it's personalized like
Right.
this? And that's a problem.
Probably not when traditional therapy is less expensive or involved, but keep us posted for the folks who want to
Especially
get
if
more
it,
information.
if it seems to work so well.
Thank you for watching the video. I hope you got as much out of it as I did. As you saw in the video, there's a new experimental vaccine treatment for cancer. The big question is, how is a patient going to pay for this? As the doctors in the video explained, this treatment would not be covered by health insurance. So what options does a client really have who's interested in this experimental treatment? The big question about how you're going to pay for this can be answered very simply. It's with life insurance. It's with the new life insurance with living benefit riders. These are the most exciting innovations, I think, in the life insurance industry in a long time. If a client is diagnosed with cancer and they have a life insurance policy with living benefit riders on it, they have the ability to accelerate a portion of the policy's death benefit, putting the cash in their hands that they need to finance the treatments like this one and treatments that may come along in the future. The living benefit riders give clients the freedom to make choices about their treatment and not relying on a health insurance company to determine what options are available to them medically. When you put it all together, I believe we're in one of the most exciting times we've seen in the life insurance industry. When you can go out and offer true life insurance instead of death insurance, it really sets you apart from the competition. Your clients are going to be hearing things that they've never heard before. These living benefit riders are exactly what we specialize in at Trawick Financial. Give me a call at the number on the screen. I'd love to show you how you can market these amazing new products to your client base. I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Thanks again for your time.